thank you very much for joining me today. The first chapter Friday. My name is Miss Keiko. Today's book is Magic on the Map. Okay. This is number 3, and Texas Treasure is a title. Author's name is Courtney Sheinmel and Bianca Turetsky, and illustrated by Stevie Lewis. And publisher is Random House. I am going to include a prologue. Okay. Prologue. On the last day of second grade, twins Finn and Molly Parker came home to find a camper in their driveway. It was white with orange and yellow stripes, a rounded roof, and 3 windows on each side. It looked just like an ordinary camper. That night, Molly and Finn couldn't sleep. They snuck outside to check out the camper. Finn climbed into the driver's seat and spun the wheel around. He and Molly knew that they couldn't go anywhere. They didn't have the key, and besides, they are too young to drive. But something weird happened. The camper started talking to them. It wasn't an ordinary camper after all. It had a P-E-T, pet. Not a pet like a cat or a dog or even an iguana. This pet stood for Planet Earth Transporter. Pet explained that it used the information superhighway to travel anywhere in the world in a matter of seconds. And then, faster than you could say, buckle up, the camper took off. When it landed, the doors popped open. I'll be back when your work here is done, Pet said, and it shut down. Molly and Finn didn't know where they were or what in the world their work was, but they knew there's only one way to find out, and they headed outside. Where will the magic camper take Finn and Molly next? You just have to keep reading to find out. Chapter 1. Finn's Turn. The third night of summer vacation was a hot one, but Finn Parker didn't turn on his air conditioner. He wanted to make sure he heard the click of his parents' bedroom door closing. That click would mean that they'd gone to sleep for the night, and the coast was clear. His parents were taking a long time getting to bed, and Finn felt his eyelid growing heavy, and he shook himself awake. No, he told himself, don't go to sleep. You can't go to sleep. And he would not go to sleep. But Finn was really tired. He hadn't slept much since school let out. Coach Russo had made his little league team, the Moonwalkers, run around doing ground ball drills all day. And then there was a camper. The magic camper with a talking pet, Planet Earth Transporter, that could travel anywhere in the world in a matter of seconds. Just 2 days ago, Dad had traded with one of the other professors at the college where he worked. His car for Professor Vega's camper. Dad did not know the camper was magic, and it was possible that even Professor Vega didn't know. Finn and his twin sister Molly had discovered the magic that first night. They snuck into the camper after bedtime. Bed turned on and whisked them off to Colorado, where they rescued a cow named Snowflake. The next night, they went to New York, where they met the star of Molly's favorite TV show, Harry Hampton, who sent them on a scavenger hunt all around the city. Finn knew exactly where he wanted to go this time. As soon as his parents' door clicked shut, he decided he'd rest while he waited for the click. He closed his eyes and waited, and waited. And there was a knock on his door. Finn's eyelid flipped open. Molly was standing in the doorway. Finn, she whispered. Yeah? Did you fall asleep? Molly asked. Finn sat up quickly. What? No, of course not. Shh, Molly said. Her eyes flashed toward their parents' bedroom door. You will wake them up. I didn't fall asleep, Finn whispered, because you are too tired. I'm wide awake, Finn said. He swung his legs out of bed. He was in his pajamas, but he didn't need to change into regular clothes as long as he had his trusty moonwalker's hat on. He was good to go. He and Molly crept down the stairs and out of the house, closing the front door softly behind them. They walked down the driveway and stepped up into the main room of the camper, which was kitchen, dining room, and a bedroom all rolled into one. The counter turned into a table. The couch turned into a bed, and the cabinet turned into a TV. Molly walked to the very back. A map of the world was pinned onto a bulletin board. So far, she and Finn had put 3 pushpins in the map, one in Colorado, one in New York, and one in their home state of Ohio, where they lived all their lives. Molly touched each pushpin. The tips of her fingers felt little sparks. I wonder where the next one will go, she said. I know exactly where it's going, Finn said. Since you picked where we went last night, I am picking tonight. Where? Molly asked. I can give you a hint, Finn said. The Reds are playing there this weekend. The Red? Molly said. Is that something about baseball? Yeah, Finn said. They are a team, the Cincinnati Reds. You want to go to Cincinnati right here in Ohio? No, I want to go where they are playing their next game, Finn said. And where is that? As Pet would say, that's for me to know and you to find out. Come on. Finn ran toward the big leather seat in the front of the camper. I'm coming, Molly said from right behind him. Remember, I get the driver's seat, Finn said. I know. Molly sat in the passenger seat. The twins buckled their seat belt. Finn put his hand on the wheel and looked at the screen on the dashboard. Come on, Pet, he said. Wake up! I'm ready to pick my destination. But screen remained dark. Make sure you are thinking of your destination, Molly said. I was thinking of mine where Pet turned on the last time. I'm thinking of it, Finn said. He pushed the power button next to Pet's screen a bunch of times. Nothing happened. The second ticked by and turned into minutes. I guess maybe the magic ran out, Molly said. It is too bad. I made a new friendship bracelet to give away. Finn took off his moonwalker's cap and shook his head. It's not fair, he said. Pet picked the first destination and you picked the second one. I never got a turn. And Molly undid her seatbelt and stood up. If we are going anywhere, We should go back to bed. Finn put his cap back on. He undid his seatbelt, but just as he started to stand up from his seat, the screen lit up. The word "Welcome" appeared in all red letters. Pet! Finn cried. Look, Molly, there's a magic left after all. Sorry, kids, Pet. Robotic voice said. My server needed to warm up. Yeah, you're back, Molly said. Back and ready to go, Pet said. Finn has chosen our next destination. Holy guacamole, Finn cried. It's really worked. You two better buckle up. The twins pulled at their seatbelt and clicked them into place just in time. The camper started to hum. Then it shook. There was a flash of white light, and they were off. So this is the end of chapter 1. Okay. I'd like to continue. It's pretty interesting story, isn't it? Right? Good. So thank you very much for joining me today. Happy reading, right? And please stay safe. And I will see you next time. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.